Let's take a quick look inside. Just want to show you on the Touring we have 2-position memory seating, so seat position 1, seat position 2. You can also code that to your key fob. So with the keyless access feature, you have the ability to walk up with your key program to your seat and get in the car, and it'll automatically adjust to where you've set it. A couple of the controls down here on the Outback, they're found on the touch screen. On the Forester, they're actually located on the dash panel. So of course we have the feature for opening and closing the rear hatch automatically, the rear height setting, memory setting for the rear hatch, and then in the middle we have what's called SRH off. This car has, at the Touring trim level, as does the Outback, steering responsive headlights. So at night, what we want to do is give our eyesight cameras the ability to see as far forward of the vehicle as possible. And we do that with 2 features. One is the high beam assist function, which means that when your headlights come on at night, they're going to default to the high beam. The eyesight cameras will detect oncoming traffic and automatically dim those to the low beam setting till traffic passes and they don't see any other oncoming headlights. They'll go back to high beams. The SRH stands for steering responsive headlights. So as you go into a corner, the headlights will pivot and shine the high beams or the low beams into the corner, so you have greater range for the eyesight cameras to see ahead of the car and capture anything that's going on that may need to have the system react. This is to turn the steering responsive headlights off. Some folks may not like that feature. It may be a distraction to them, or for whatever reason they just don't want it. You can turn that off here. Of course, we have the instrument panel brightness. Down below, we have the vehicle dynamic control override, so traction stability control can be turned off. Next to that is the auto start stop feature. So if you remember, on the Outback, we access that by going into the touch screen. On the Forester, we can disengage the auto start stop feature simply with a press of the button here. Next to that, we have the ability to turn off the blind spot detection. If for some reason you're in a heavy traffic area, stop and go traffic, construction, etc., and you don't like the distraction of the amber light indicating there's somebody in your blind spot, you can simply turn that off. And then next to that, we have the driver assist feature. You can turn that off as well. Driver assist feature we'll get into in depth in another video, but essentially it is going to use the infrared technology to track your eyes and where your eyes are focused. And if they are not focused on the road ahead and you're distracted, the system will alert you and give you an audible cue to put your eyes back on the road. We'll talk about that in a future video.